Greek Prime Minister Antonis Samaras has conceded defeat to the anti-austerity Syriza party in general elections, and said he hoped the new government would not endanger the country's EU and Euro membership. "I hand over a country that is part of the EU and the Euro. For the good of this country, I hope the next government will maintain what has been achieved," Samaras said in a brief address to reporters on Sunday after exit polls pointed to a victory for the left-wing Syriza party. Syriza received between 35.5 and 39.5% of the national vote, ahead of Samaras' centre-right New Democracy Party, which took 23 to 27%, according to multiple polls by Metron Analysis, GPO, Alco, MRB and Marc. It is unclear whether Syriza, led by 40-year-old Alexis Tsipras, will have enough seats to form a government alone, or if he will need the support of a smaller party. The far-right Golden Dawn and pro-European To Potami are in a neck-and-neck race for third place with percentages between 6.4 and 8% respectively, according to polls. Victory for Syriza, which has led opinion polls for months, would produce the first government in the Eurozone openly committed to cancelling the austerity terms of its EU and IMF-backed bailout program. Tsipras on Sunday said Greece is leaving behind disastrous austerity and the so-called troika of creditors is finished. "The verdict of our people means the troika is finished," he said, referring to the country's international lenders, the European Union, the International Monetary Fund and the European Central Bank. The Syriza win could represent another turning point for Europe after last week's announcement by the European Central Bank of a massive injection of cash into the bloc's flagging economy after years of trying to clamp down on budgets and pushing countries to pass structural reforms. Nearly 9.8 million Greeks were registered to vote in the election. Syriza appeal. Al Jazeera's Barnaby Phillips, reporting from Athens, said the elections went smoothly without any problems. Greeks are experienced with elections as this is the fifth general election in recent years, displaying the crisis-hit country's political instability, Phillips said. Syriza's policies have appealed to many groups hit by the economic crisis facing Greece. The majority of Greeks believe that austerity measures are imposed on them by well-off northern European countries, particularly Germany, Phillips added. After its most severe crisis since the fall of its military government in 1974, Greece's economy has shrunk by some 25%, thousands of businesses have closed, wages and pensions have been slashed and unemployment among young people is over 50%. At the same time, its massive public debt has climbed from 146% of gross domestic product in 2010 to 175.5% last year, the second highest in the world.